And I'm rolling.
Yo, what up? It's the world famous DJ K Love. You know, it's award show season, so I had an opportunity to come out here to LA. And I caught up with one of my friends on the red carpet, and I checked her out at a radio show today. The one and only Miss Claudia Jordan. How you doing today?
What's up? How you doing?
Good. Nice seeing you. High five.
Welcome to LA. We out of that cold that we were in DC at the inauguration.
Exactly.
Real funny. We're all riding like 5 deep in the car, and you went in the back, and you like, not the Alexander McQueen.
Yeah, because you know,
shoe game on point, as you can see.
Well, you know, it was so funny because we hadn't caught up in a few years or whatever,
yes.
And then we see each other at an event. It was like, yo, let's go up to this next event. And it was only had one option. Like, you know what I'm saying? A client of mine had a car, but it was like 8 of us. And I sacrificed. I got in the trunk.
Sacrificed for the group.
For the group, you know what I'm saying? But I had on the velvet Alexander McQueen slippers, and I was like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I got in the back. But it was a good time.
But that was fly, though.
It was fly, though. It was dope, though. It was a real lifestyle. So that was cool. But in other news, I had a chance to catch up, but you got a lot going on right now.
Lately, yeah, things are picking up. I got the VH1 talk show Tiny Tonight. It's on actually tonight, Monday night. VH1, if you missed it on the live, you can go to the website vh1.com and check it out, and hit me on Twitter or Instagram with your comments and your thoughts of what you thought about it. It was a lot of heat tonight on the show, so
yeah, that's what I heard. But and we're gonna get to that. But you was
Celebrity Apprentice. Celebrity Apprentice also. We filmed that in October, and it airs March 3rd on NBC. And after that, I'll be doing Wendy Williams and all kinds of shows, promoting the show. So I'm looking forward to that.
And you're still doing. I know it's not Foxhole anymore, but you're still in radio though.
Reach Around Radio, we kind of pick off where the Foxhole left off. Jamie Foxx doesn't have time to do it anymore. He's super, super busy. So we, myself, Speedy, the POTUS, RT, TDP, my girl Pam Baker does the Scrambled Eggs and Pam, and DJ Always. We have a dysfunctional kind of family, and it works. People love it. There was such a following for the Foxhole, and when it went away, it was like people were still kind of hungry to, this kind of humor. So we give it to them, and we up the ante because we also Ustream, so you can actually see what's going on in the studio. Which is real, yeah, and it's fun, and our chemistry is so good that we have so many inside jokes, and our fans they're fanatics. They know our inside jokes. They know what our code things mean. They know our personal business, who you dated, who you're not dating, your history, and it just makes it I don't know, has a family feel to it.
Well, you're sort of becoming the I guess. Well, it has been this way for a while. Poster woman for it girls in Hollywood, or I've been to a couple of homeboys rooms. I was like, I'm in the poster Claudia. So I mean, you sort of like that. So what is it like? I guess it's around Valentine's Day. So I would like to get in your head and let the people know. When are you dating anyone right now?
I'm chilling.
You chilling?
I'm chilling.
Okay, well, chilling is that sort of kicking it, just whatever, sort of.
Yeah, I don't have a boyfriend.
You don't have a boyfriend,
no, but Valentine's Day has always been tough because it's always been. It hasn't been too many times I've had a boyfriend on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
It just works out like that. I know y'all be breaking up with girls right before Valentine's Day. I do that too sometimes. I'm not trying to buy no watches. No, I'm kidding. No. But so, but I am a hopeless romantic. Yeah. And that's probably my problem. I really am kind of holding it. I want the whole thing. I want the fairy tale.
So okay, let's get right there. Let's get into it. The fairy tale now.
Not unrealistic though. I'm not. I don't think I'm unrealistic. I just want someone that wants to be with one girl. Is that too much to ask these days?
Well, depending.
I'm a pretty fly chick though. I cook, clean. I'll role play. I'll do all that.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. On most guys are intimidated. Come on, well, she's been on TV. She looks so good. I mean, you Google her. She's everyone from Pharrell to Puff. I mean, things pop up. So a guy.
I didn't date those people.
I don't know saying you dated them, but I'm just saying. So a guy.
We'd like to clear something up with Google though.
Okay.
Ever since I was in high school, I have been accused of things that I have not done. When I was a virgin, I was called a hoe.
Okay.
That is just the plight of.
Still a virgin?
I'm not a virgin, but I recently lost my virginity.
Again?
No, for the first time.
Oh, but people get born again in this.
I'm just saying, it's so easy now, this day and age with the internet, to really put marks on people and to really make someone else to be something that they're not. Right now, I can leave and go on my Twitter and blow you up and just say such negative things about you.
Yeah.
And I can attach a picture to it and put a caption, and I could kind of mess up your rap.
Yeah.
And
that'd be sort of hard.
I've been I've been the victim of that. I took a picture with Puffy. I'm dating Puffy. I take a picture of this one. It's ridiculous. And it's if you see my schedule.
So what they say when we took the picture? What they say?
Probably that we've been together. That's just how it is. And I used to get mad. It used to bother me. But now I told one of my homegirls, I said, yo, I get blamed for the shit that you do.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Well, like I said, in the original, I was going back to if that guy who's a little intimidated comes up to you. You know, like, what are some of the things or do's or don'ts when you're approaching Claudia Jordan? Right?
Yo, I'm a regular person just like the next. If you come at me with respect, you cool, and I'm feeling you, I'm gonna date. Like, I'll see where it goes because I'm at that point where I want to settle down.
Yeah.
You know, I would never just blow someone off like, you're not a baller, you're not a star. Like, that's never been my thing.
Yeah.
And yes, I meet those kind of guys because I'm at those kind of events, but it's like, that's not who has exclusive access to me. You know, like, people make it more complicated than it needs to be. And I'm not a girl that's into, like, extravagant gifts and all that stuff. Like, you know, I'm not a gold digger.
So you can be the breadwinner in the household. And be
I've been the breadwinner, but, like, to be honest with you, when it comes time, like, I want to have a child in the next couple of years. I'm not going to be able to probably do what I want to do and bring home the money when I'm pregnant.
But
so
as long as he has a job.
He has to have a job because, like, when I'm on my maternity leave, I need you to, like, hold us
now,
down.
what is a sanitation worker, though?
A sanitation worker?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? It's a job.
If I felt for him and I'm feeling him, he has a job and he's like, you know, he's not missing too many days. Let's be clear.
Yeah, I mean, like,
he can't be home playing PlayStation.
No, he's a sanitation worker, but it's an honest living.
Listen, you cannot help who you fall in love with.
You can't help who you fall in love with.
My longest relationship was with a FedEx guy, and he was not even full-time. He was a part-time FedEx worker. He didn't make much money, but he was a good dude, good Southern dude, good heart.
He's from Memphis?
No, he was from Mississippi. And I loved him. We lived together, and that's when I was on The Price is Right. I was working, and I held, you know, I was very supportive of him. He was supportive of me in other ways, and it worked for a long time.
Well, let me ask you this. So, you know, you're far from a relationship now. I mean, those sounds nice, but face the facts, you're not in a relationship. So, my thing is this right here. You're dating. You're kicking it.
Yeah.
Guys and girls want to know, or men and women want to know, when you're kicking it, what are the rules of kicking it? Like,
I have yet to master that. Like, I'm not a good dater. Like, that's usually where, like, I usually have an issue because I've never juggled. Well, I'm sorry, I'm lying about that. One time in my life, I dated two guys at the same time. And they both had a lot going on. They were both attractive men. And they both could have been on their own, like, you know, boyfriend material. But I wasn't sure. So I was like, well, I'll go with him and see, you know. And it made me not get attached to either one. And now I see how y'all don't be getting attached to females. Because we tend to put, well, a lot of us, not all, put all of our, you know, eggs in one basket. And I do that. And if we're just dating, like, on our way to boyfriend, girlfriend, like, I don't really know how to, like, fall in line. Damn, I don't really know how to, like, I'm not good at that. I'm a little territorial. Like, I'm like, okay, when I feel signs of another woman, I kind of, like, bow out. So that kind of holds me back sometimes.
Well, because, what is, okay, if you're not, you know, in a relationship and you still in the kicking stage, guys just want to know, how long is it going to take for you to let somebody hit? Because, guys, that's what guys want to know. If with a girl like Claudia Jordan, how long does it take? Because it's average girls who be, like, tripping. You know what I'm saying? They have, like, imaginary fantasy time limits. And I know that's that.
The last guy I dated, he definitely had access to a lot of women. He definitely had a lot going on. And I attempted the Steve Harvey 90-day thing. I didn't make 90 days. Like, I knew I wasn't going to go for the full 90 days. But I did go to, it was 45 days of talking, dating, you know, him courting me. And I felt like, you know, I'm not into playing games. If I feel like I want to do it sooner than that, I'll do it. Like, I go for how I feel. But I was trying something, and it makes the person kind of have to get to know you a little bit. I feel like we're too quick to jump in the sack. Like, you're sleeping with someone. Every time you sleep with someone, that's a potential of being your baby daddy or your baby mama.
Yeah.
And you may jump into it, and it's, like, fun at first. Your endorphins are you're all hot and bothered. But that may not be a good person to have a baby with.
Well,
condoms break.
Let me explain this. Let me explain this. And I'm a little different. Okay, everyone knows this. I'm a little different. But, see, I take what you say and I say reverse it. Because time is the most valuable thing we have. So, you might as well screw me tonight.
No.
Just listen. Listen, because if I like you, I'm going to stay around anyways.
But
and if I'm on a mission, I'm going to stay around for a year. As soon as you get it, if it's whack, I'm gone. And you wasted a year of your time. So you might as well screw me tonight. And then if I like you, we still gonna go to coffee in the morning. We still gonna get to know each other.
You know why that's risky?
Why is that risky?
You say that right now because we haven't done anything. The minute we go there and do that with you, right? And then you get tired of us, or you may even fall in love. Oh, if you smashed me the first week, you probably was like that with anyone else. And guys, when they fall in love with a girl, they get psycho.
People try different things with different people. See, that guy over there, some guy way in the back, I would say, you gonna make him wait a year. Me? I would be yeah, I was like, you know, you gonna treat me a little differently.
Okay.
Oh, you know.
But we get judged differently. So if every time we have that urge with someone, a week goes by, 2 weeks, and we go for it, over the course of 10, 15, 20 years you've been dating, you will rack up a lot of numbers. And then we're not wife material anymore. So it's like, which way, what do you do?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, how old are you?
I'm about to be 40.
You gotta be. See, after 35, your numbers start all over again.
I
Your count start
say
over,
after 30.
so it don't really matter.
I say after 30, you can't be a hoe.
Yeah, your count start all over.
You're just looking for the one.
And see, the thing is, see, you date young guys, don't you? You like young guys. You can be on real. You like
gonna put me on blast. Like
do you like young guys? I don't know. Yeah, you just.
I mean, I tend to like them fresh faced.
Because I've dated a lot of women 10 years older than me before, so I have a radar for it.
Yeah.
A cougar radar. Not a saber tooth.
I'm not a saber tooth. I am a cougar.
Yeah. So.
But I look young though.
You can rock the. You can rock the.
Feel that skin.
You can rock the 33 all
so
day.
Rough, though.
You rock the 33 all day. But
33.
Yeah, you can rock.
Nigga, 25.
25. Okay, we gonna give you that pass. 25. So my thing is this: you've already lived a life before me, regardless. I'm not gonna judge you. If I like you and I'm digging you, I know that you probably at your sexual peak because women hit it around that time.
Yeah. Why
not live for the moment and take advantage of what we already have? It makes no sense to me.
I'm not saying I haven't. Like, if I'm really feeling it, I will go there. Like, I go with my feelings more than the time thing, but I try to at least, like, you know, I'm gonna get to know you somewhat.
Yeah, well, most guys, some guys.
I'm trying to be a hoe.
Nah, we ain't gonna judge you like that. Especially, we don't judge women like that after the age of 30.
Yes, they do.
No, we don't.
What?
We just feel like you guys are comfortable and confident in who you are. What? So you know.
Okay, we've had this game we played on Reach Around Radio. We talk about like sexual partners and all that. Like, you ask a man in his 30s, what's a high amount of partners for a woman to have been with in her 30s? And they say something crazy like, 5 or 10. Meanwhile, y'all been with hundreds of women, right?
Yeah.
Y'all judge. It's so true. It's unrealistic.
Just lie to me, okay? You ain't gotta tell me the truth. You can just lie to me when I say how many partners.
What number's too high for a girl to tell you?
At your age, too high. A girl. I said too high. I said too high. I said, okay. What's too high? 200. I mean, I think at your age. No. At your age, I think anything easily, I can see 20 guys and that not be home. Because just think, if you've been having sex since you was 15, 16, and you're 40 now, if you had sex with one guy per year.
Exactly. It's not even like, you can easily rack
up the numbers.
But you say 20, like after 20 is bad?
After 20, I'm like, okay. And I talk to her and get to know her personality.
What for girls with 2 guys in a year? Is that a hoe?
2 guys in a year? Nah.
Relationship didn't work out with another one?
Yeah, that's cool.
That's not horse paper.
That's not horse paper.
But if she's been sleeping around if she's been having sex in the game for 15 years, that's 30 right there. Then everybody has their little off the chain year.
And that's cool. And
everybody has their years of
drought. Every girl has to go through a stage. Every girl has to go through, I'm going stage, and I'm droughted out stage.
This is way left time. Have you ever had an interview like this? You guys talk about stuff like this on the show?
I have conversations like this. I'm not sure we've got it on camera, but I told them that she's a little risky.
I think if men and women would really be honest with each other and the judging would go out the window, like we could like move forward. Like I feel like everyone's fronting. Guys, I don't judge you, and then women, I've only been with 5. Everyone's lying. Everyone's lying because everyone has fear of being judged.
Well, let me ask you this then. Okay, what's an appropriate Valentine's Day gift? Like, what is something that I think is the bare minimum that has to at least reach this level for it to be appropriate? Or what's like the most craziest, ridiculous? I can't believe he gave me this on Valentine's Day.
Like a bad thing?
Yeah.
I don't think anything's bad. Like I've been with men that, like I said, I've done better than them. And I've been with men that they've done way better than me. And you know, like I got a Tiffany bracelet one year, and that was beautiful. But one of the Valentine's days that was really sweet was a friend, guy I was dating. He had no money, you know, he was like struggling in the business, and he like baked me a cake, and he took a shirt up and he sang to me. It was dope. Like that may sound corny, but we like stuff like that because you like thought about that. The cake was lopsided. It wasn't really like it was a mess.
Yeah.
I thought that was.
But it was the meaning behind it.
That was fly.
That was dope.
I like that.
Well, shit, if he baked the cake up, shit.
I like
that was dope.
Stuff like that. Like at the end of the day, we want to feel special. Like, we want to feel like you did something for us that you didn't do for another chick, or that we don't know about it. You know, something like that makes us like, you can tell our girls and at the end we want to brag to our friends about what you did. really.
Okay, so you get the relationship and everything is going good, and what happens, like, when does it come to, like, okay, I want something serious, like, someone, like you said, you want to get married and have kids, when do you let them know, listen, I'm trying to make this serious, and I want kids and get married and all that?
Well, you don't want to scare anybody off, but in the beginning I may joke around about it, like, well, I'm not trying to, like, just date forever, but I go back and forth with the kids thing, like, I want it, I don't, I want it, I don't know. I might just get another cat.
Well, see, what if you like a guy, he has everything, but then the sex game is just like whack, well, then what do you do?
In my case, I married one.
Whoa, wow. Because you've been married before, right? You've been married.
Well, it was a no, so it's struck from the record, so it never really
But you said I do and jumped the broom and all that.
That's it.
And so why did you just change your mind like that and say, let's get this thing annulled?
He was a liar. He was a fraud.
Lie about his sex game or lie about
everything.
other things?
I still had a girlfriend.
Hey, you gotta make better decisions, CJ.
He was very sneaky. You know y'all could be sneaky.
I don't know anything about being sneaky. I don't know anything about being sneaky.
But I'm not here to slander him.
No, we don't do that.
We'll have to deal with his karma for what he did.
Yeah, for what he did.
You know what I mean? Get in, I got out. Thank God I was able to get it annulled. So it really didn't count.
So Claudia Jordan is single, is ready, is just bake a cake and you know what's gonna happen there. I'm just playing.
Damn.
I'm just playing.
So some cake mix gets it popping?
No, but nah, she's super
I'm
down.
a hopeless romantic.
She's a hopeless romantic. She's a hopeless romantic. And
I'm all about that Cinderella life.
She can go with the flow too. She can party. Like we've been partying for like the last 2 weeks or something like that. And just a cool lifestyle person. She check out on the shows. She sat down with me, and we got the Grammys coming up next.
Grammys, but you're gonna be here with your artist.
Yeah, I'm taking Austin Martin to the show.
Thursday. Reach Around Radio. Check us out. We are on the net all over YouTube. We have our YouTube channel, Reach Around Radio, and it's a really, really funny show. And shout out to the rest of the cast. They are super hilarious and they're like family. So.
Well, you really like this guy Austin Martin, and I like it because the more you like him, the more money I'm
he's dope.
Make. So, what was the experience when you first heard
we're in the car and we're like getting crunk. It's freezing, but we like decided, oh, who is this? And he's right next to me. I'm like, this is you? And I'm like, this sounds like something that's been out. Like it's crazy. Like you just get hype off the music.
Hype off the music.
It sounds very like well done.
And he's marketable, right? He looks decent.
He's a good looking dude. I could see him like giving a lot of these artists a run for their money. So I'm looking forward to some new people on the scene. Oh
man, well we got it here first. Make sure you check out the radio show. It's world famous DJ K Love, beautiful Claudia Jordan. That's how we getting it in, man. Rolling Out TV. Now look at the camera and say, I'm Claudia Jordan and this is Rolling Out TV.
Okay. Anytime. Hey, I'm Claudia Jordan and this is Rolling Out TV. Damn, we did a whole sex interview. Now they don't think I'm a hoe.
Nah, man, it's good. It's good work.